stupid. Just really, really stupid.
You are Locked On Big 12, your daily podcast on the Big 12 Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
When your national championship has two of the most physical teams in college basketball, you go the entire first half and only call 4 fouls, and then the end of this game, we have 20 in the second half, and it's the entire determinant in that second half for who wins this game. That is a pitiful way to end your college basketball season. And once again, guys wearing the stripes wanted to be the star of the show. Houston did a lot of boneheaded, stupid stuff at the end. No doubt. And I'll get into the Emmanuel Sharp play, LJ Cryer completely falling apart. Honestly, the entire Houston offense falling apart. But where I first want to go with this is an impeccable national championship game where Houston is up 12 is ruined, where 11 fouls are called on the Cougars, 1 foul called on Florida in a short stretch in the second half. And from there, everything changed. Oh, he's complaining. Oh, this is just, there's complaining. And then there's hard evidence, numbers to back this up. 4 fouls in the first half. 4. Houston is built like an NFL football team. Houston is built to play hard physical defense, and the Cougars had to completely rework the way they play their game. Florida wants to go fast. Florida wants to go up-tempo. Houston does not. They're the slowest team in the country, the most physical team in the country. They want to beat the heck out of you on the boards. They want to take the ball from you when it's on the floor. That is what Houston is built on, and the officials said, fine, do it. That's legal in this basketball game until they decided it wasn't anymore, and that sucks. It sucks that I was having a really good time watching a college basketball game. You all were. And then they took over. I think UConn and Dan Hurley would have said the same thing against Florida. I don't know what Greg Sankey had to do at halftime, who he had to call, who ESPN had to call, or CBS had to call, or who got the phone. And the other line, the other side, the officiating crew, that person relayed, hey, we're going to need the Gators here. And from then on, this game was bad. From then on, this game did not make a lot of sense. 65-63, Florida, named national champions this year in college basketball, knocking off Houston despite the Cougars having a 12-point lead. 19 fouls against Houston, 11 against Florida. The Gators went to the free throw line 21 times, 14 for Kelvin Sampson's team, predicated on physicality. They were bad at shooting free throws last year, Houston was. They weren't very good this year. They shot 64% tonight, and that's where you got to get into Houston just not playing well at all for the last 10 minutes or so. The officials, I can go over and on about how really, really tough they were to watch in this game, about how really hard it was to enjoy this basketball game down the stretch because of the way they took over. But Emmanuel Sharp on that last play, look, dude, you have left the air. Your shot's probably going to be blocked. I don't understand how Houston, coming out of a break with 19 seconds to go, can just completely fall apart. It's like LJ Cryer had never played basketball before. It's like this entire offense had never played basketball before. Oh, well, fancy for this guy to say, who's got his microphone in his room, probably never played a day in his life. I can look at hot garbage on a basketball court. I don't have to play a minute of college ball or pro ball to know I'm looking at hot garbage on a basketball floor. The offense for Houston the last 5 minutes. Why is LJ Cryer standing there? Why is Emmanuel Sharp kicking the ball out of bounds trying to play hero ball? Where is anyone else? Where is anyone else on the perimeter? Where is the efficiency on the glass? Where is the attack to grab offensive rebounds? It left. It left. And what we were left with at the end of this game was bad. Florida winning the national championship. I want to emphasize that last possession Florida had, second to last possession, like multiple travels there. Immediately get the ball in, travel, get it across half court where the ball. There is a loose ball, and Houston just doesn't really move for it. They don't really move for it, and then Florida picks it up, and immediately the guy walks. No call. Instead, it's called a foul. Emmanuel Sharp playing hero. Not what we needed there. How about the goaltend that wasn't called? Then Florida hits a 3. I don't understand how we didn't go back to the goaltend. That's something we can review in commercial and say, hey, by the way, that was a goaltend. Houston was short of 2 points. Like, legitimately, they could have decided, I think, at the end of this one, With 0 seconds on the clock. Oh, by the way, obvious goaltend when the Florida player tipped the ball out of the rim. That by definition is 2 points for Houston. We could have decided at the end of this, hey, we're actually tied. We're going to overtime. How about the foul on Francis, who's just playing good defense down below? I think it's jacked by an elbow. Yep. Let's send the Florida player to the line. This whole game changed. It went from damn good basketball, really solid basketball, and something that was great to watch and a product that you could be proud of, to me just being frustrated watching this because guys who get paid to police players were over-policing, and it wasn't something they did in the first half. If you're going to call every ticky-tacky foul, and that's the way we determine this, and both teams have to adjust from there, okay, I hate that. I hate that a lot, but we can at least understand that's how the officials are going to do this. But it's not what we saw. It's not what we saw. I mid-game tweet. Epic national championship game. The referees shat all over it. Fire them into the sun where, yes, they inevitably will disintegrate. Man, this is a good Florida team. Man, it was for a large portion of this, a good basketball game. Houston, after the Duke game, you looked at their win probability, and they had a 92% chance to lose. This game, they had a 92% chance to win with 16:24 to go, up 42-30. That wanes, and then it comes right back. Then with 3:48 to go, Houston's up 60-57. We're so back. It's a 3-point game. Cougars have a real shot. Then 66% chance to win with 2:22 to go. Now Florida comes back into it, and a minute 8. Houston up 63-62. That's where Houston would stop scoring entirely. It's a minute and 8 to go after the Uzan defensive rebound. That was it. Florida took over from there. It was all Gators. And in 19 seconds, you didn't even get a shot in the air. Like 6 seconds, 7 seconds went off when Sharp just shot fake, pound the ball on the ground, which if you have two hands on the ball and you jump upwards, the ball has to leave your hand. You can't be the next one to touch it. He did the right thing. But honestly, I would rather him just touch it, get the call, go foul Florida, and let's do something. Let's do anything that has an opportunity for Houston to win this game, and you get a shot up. No one moved. Everyone just stood there and looked at it. Gosh dang, man. Seconds away from a national championship for the Big 12. Seconds away for a national championship for the first time for Houston. Hate it for Jim Nance. Hate it for Hakeem, who was there. The dream. Hate it for Kelvin Sampson. LJ Cryer. Go Baylor Bears. It'll be his only championship that he has in college. I was in the house for that one. I don't like it. I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. More tomorrow. We'll break it all down tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm going to say. I don't know what there is to say. This is Locked On Big 12, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Today's show is brought to you by Game Time. Game Time is where I go to get tickets to all the things that I go to. Game Time is perfect right now for you to get tickets to all the stuff that you want to go to. Concerts at this point. Baseball season is here, I think. Go to the MLB games. I just went and saw Tyler Childers thanks to Game Time. Those super cheap. They're the cheapest tickets. You get 110% of the difference if you find them cheaper anywhere else. That's the Game Time guarantee. You can also view your seat. And with the seat view, very cool little addition to how you are able to buy tickets, because now you can see where you're sitting. Use the code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. That's code LOCKEDONCollege when you download the Game Time app today. Game Time. Download it today. Hate that. This has been and always will be. Thanks for making it your first listen every single day. Locked On. Say good on day.